In this video, I am yet again going to be the contrarian and dive into 3 things that I actually disagree or don't like about the Kaido House Mini GT products. So let's see what it is that James doesn't like, starting right now. And before we begin, let me preface this video by saying that I absolutely respect what June does and what he's doing with the Kaido House brand. But with all things, there are some things that obviously some people aren't going to agree with. And these are going to be strictly my opinion. You guys are entitled to your own opinions. So let's begin. Starting with number 1, it's going to be that there are just too many of the same castings. Now, a lot of the brands are notorious for this. Inno64, Works does it from time to time, and there are some other brands like Ignition Model that does it as well. We are starting to see the same cast over and over. Maybe it's got a different color, maybe it comes with a different wheel setup, or maybe it's got some different tampos on it to give it a different type of appeal, but at the end of the day, it's just reusing the same casting. But all the usual suspects, the R34 wide body, the Datsun Fairlady Z, and the infamous Datsun 510 street drag setup car as well. And you better believe that if there's any new cast coming out, that there's going to be at least 5 to 8 different versions of that. And a lot of collectors may just buy the first one that comes out, and maybe if there's a color that they like, that gives them an opportunity to pick those up too. And at the end of the day, it will be based on preference. So whichever one you like, that's the one you get. Number 2 for disagreeing with Kaido House products is that some of the scale size, to me, is just not accurate. Some of the stuff is definitely larger than 64 scale and not true to 64 scale. However, it may be because of all the wide body, add-on, and super wide wheels that are being put on these casts that it could be altering the body style. For example, the Nissan Skyline R34. Here you've got one from Works, and then now you've got one here from the Kaido House Mini GT. As you can see, super bulky looking, almost like that Hot Wheels style. But again, to me, it just doesn't seem like it's true to scale. And even on the box itself, I don't see any stamps that say it is a 1/64 scale either. So just another little thing that bothers me, but let's go on to the very last one. And number 3 is going to be the super limited black edition Kaido House, which again uses the same exact castings that have been previously released. However, it comes in a different case, it may come with a pin, or the setup colors and design may be a little bit different, but again still use that original casting. They're different from the original ones that are released, and they're also super limited edition. Sometimes you can only find them at special events. Some of these get priced at almost $225, and you have to imagine that some of these that sell out super fast, scalpers are going to resell it for even more than that. But that begs to answer this question. If you were going to spend that much money, wouldn't you rather have one of these? Check out this thing from Ignition Model. So for about $300, you can get a Junimai Kaido House Datsun Wagon that is of a 18 scale, super high details, all backed by Kaido House and Ignition Model. But again, 18 scale is not for everybody, and maybe 64 scale is the one that you usually collect. And this last one might be debatable, but there is a lot of hype built into that, and there's a lot of supporters for Kaido House, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Well, there you have it. Those are the 3 things that bother me about the Kaido House product line. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the Kaido House line? Are you an avid collector of their product line? Do you try to collect every single one? Or maybe are you just collecting certain ones that you like? Let me know down in the comment section below so we can all talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video, I actually have a very similar video talking about Mini GT, and I'll put that in the next slide. I'll see you in that video or my next video.